Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and whenever you watch me right now. My name is Jay Luke, the owner and operator of Passionate Network, where we amplify the voices, elevate the culture, and champion the musician. Man, first of all, stop by the store, get all that stuff out of the way. I actually wanted to talk right quick about something that I've been kind of getting some information on, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm gonna be very clear on the fact that I don't have all the skinny like I generally would. But it's something that is kind of interesting to me. There's this stuff going on in the mass band community, specifically in Houston. And there's a lot going on as there's multiple mass bands. You got HUMB, you got uh, uh, the other, I can't even think of the name of it right now. And then you have this new one that's popping up, the Space City joint. And so I'm hearing multiple things. Some people are saying that you don't need 3 mass bands in one city. Some people are saying that some people are taking stuff and getting the information from the other mass band and all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to really speak on my position as it relates to my thought process as far as this particular situation is concerned, because again, I don't have all of the information to be able to fully talk about it. But what I will say is this, and I had this conversation last night, and I've had this conversation on Talk That Talk before, and I want to say this: when it comes to the city of Houston, my home, born and raised, Welch Middle School band, Willow Ridge High School band, I can talk about it all day. But when it comes to the city, really, I'm gonna be honest, man. Mass band in the city is tough. And I'm gonna go even deeper. Mass band in the state of Texas is tough. There's a lot of reasons why, right? But I'm gonna go to my main reason and my main point and my main thought process as to why it's tough. Because we have in the state of Texas this thing called UIL. It's our standards and practices of how we rate our bands during the course of a year. By and large, most band directors are first of all, let's be real. We are governed by the standards and practices of UIL, and most of our jobs in the state of Texas are depending upon what our UIL scores are. And we are governed where we have our bands based on that particular style or criteria of what the expectation is. And so when we look at mass band now, a lot of it is not necessarily predicated to what the expectations are in UIL. So you won't get a lot of band directors who are going to fully support mass band in the state. And yes, I'm going for full state, but I can also just say in Houston, you're not going to get a lot of band directors who are going to fully support mass band in that way, because it doesn't necessarily benefit their programs when they come back. I'm not saying that there are no benefits in mass band. Let me be very clear on that. I did not say that. I never said that. That's not what I said. But what I am saying is, when it comes to what the expectation is of adjudication as it pertains to UIL, band directors we're held to a standard in the state of Texas that mass band does not fit in. And so trying to get kids rallied into mass band and telling directors to be supportive of it, and then wanting directors to walk into that space, it generally won't work. Specifically too, because you have, first of all, the city spread out. It's just spread out. But you have kids who want to do mass band, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You have kids who want to be a part of mass band, and you got kids who want to be in that form, but then you also have band directors that they look up to and are like, yeah, I don't that's not going to help our program. I don't think that you need to participate in that. And then you will have directors who will maybe be a part of mass band, but are not doing the things fully in totality of what you see most mass bands doing, so a lot of people won't gravitate to it. It's so many different things. And then one of the other things is we got a lot of egos in the state of Texas too. Like, and maybe it just be a Houston thing. It could be a state of Texas thing, Dallas thing. I don't know. I can't speak on Dallas because I may live in the DFW area, but what happens in DFW, is just kind of how they rock. But what I will say is there be a lot of egos in the city, man. And I'm gonna be honest. And I said this last night, and I'm gonna say it here. Our tradition, our really grounded historical tradition of marching band died with my band director, Ronald Thornton. You don't have these band directors anymore who are staying in these seats for 10, 15, 20 years like that. You just don't. Not in the city. But I really can't think of a lot of bands in my city that have some type of cachet. So in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense for a lot of the arrogance that may be going on. Again, I'm not saying that, again, all directors are like that. What I am saying is there are some, and because there are some, I don't really understand why. I just don't. All the bands that I remember when I marched during my time, Madison, Worthing, shout out to Quan, Sterling, I can't say Sharpstown. Sharpstown was a core style school. I'm missing so many different schools, man. It's crazy. Booker T. It's a lot of them that I just can't think of in my older years here. But I don't hear about them like that no more. I just don't. So the level of arrogance, in my opinion, doesn't even need to be what it could or it possibly is. Everybody should be working together. And if the goal is to build a mass band, then everybody needs to be picking from everybody to try to build what they can. And everybody being on the same page. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I do know at the end of the day, Texas band is very difficult to be able to pull together a mass band. And in order to do it, it has to be a situation where everybody is working together. If everybody ain't working together, it is super difficult. So that's just my thoughts, man. Y'all tell me what you all think inside the comment section. There's a lot going on when it pertains to these mass bands, so on and so forth, man. But I really wish the best, man. I really would love to see my city thrive in the band area and the band category. And if All-Star band, mass band, however you want to label it, is the way to do it, I'm not saying don't do it. All I'm saying is let's just do it the right way. Let's just get together, everybody work together to make it happen. And let's just make it happen. Stop arguing about it. Make it happen. All right, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Now I'll let y'all later. Peace.